I really think that Web3 has completely shifted my existence. I was like a struggling artist trying to figure this thing out. And when I got here, I felt like something was healing within me. We're finding wellness for artists again. My name is Latashá. I am an artist and head of community at Zora. I do primarily music, singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, and energy worker, I like to say. It's been about 10 years of making music. Started out just accidentally in poetry slams and ciphers. And that moved from me being there to opening up for Kanye, Q-Tip, Big Sean, all these crazy people. A lot of labels wanted to try to sign me, but I just never felt like they spoke to my ethos and what I wanted for myself as an artist. I also have a mini law degree, so I know a lot about contracts and stuff like that. And so I was just like, this isn't it. Came artist in residence at National Sawdust and The Shed, and then moved to LA where I found Web3. I was in the pandemic with everybody trying to figure this thing out. All the industries that I worked with were shut down. So I was waiting months, almost a year for checks and income to come in. And me and my partner, Ja, were just like, we need something else. And so one day Ja was like, yo, you ever heard of NFTs? And I was like, no. I was like, this is a scam, don't do it. They're gonna take all your stuff. But then I started reading more about blockchain and like the smart contracts. And I was like, oh, this is going to really transform things. So got into Zora in February 2021, minted my first piece. And that was one of the first music videos to hit blockchain. The label that I was working with didn't give us any income for the music video. So it was all out of pocket. And then a year later, we find Web3 and we're like, all right, let's put this music video up. And I hit up the label and I was like, I'm gonna put this music video up and you guys are gonna take this percentage and I'm gonna take the higher percentage for all the work we did. And they accepted that. All the times that someone told me that my sweat equity didn't equate, this was like showing me that it did and I deserved it. And we made $50,000 off of a music video that was living on YouTube for a year. So I minted like performance art, poetry, and then we went back to music videos. And in the summer, I made what a record deal would have given me in a summer without giving away my copyright or masters, just through Web3 and NFTs. And there's so much interest coming in right now from like Web2 because they too know that we need to change this system. And so a lot of these artists are hitting me up to ask questions like, how can I do this and still be on a label? How can I get out my label and do this fully? I'm really adamant in telling those folks, one, come in caring about the community, show up for other artists, show up for people that have been building this. And then two, start like thinking about how this tool could work for you in your way. Instead of like trying to copy anybody, making a cash grab, think about the deeper aspects of like additions or different like tools that are out there, AI, generative stuff. How to play with that and like get in the game like that too. So Zoratopia started when Zora hired me back in June 2021. And I was getting so many DMs about NFTs and Web3. And I was just like, I need to create some sort of webinar or seminar where people could like meet and connect with me on it. And so I started these webinars called Zoratopia, URL, and people would show up and I would teach them how to get their wallet, mint, all of the things to get into Web3. And then they started creating group chats and like saying, yo, let's pull up, let's hang out. And one artist named Day, she was like, yo, we should throw an event and like have everybody meet each other. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna throw Zoratopia IRL. And it was insane to witness the growth of it. And I'm just so grateful because this is what we need for the community to see something different in Web3. I think oftentimes when people see Web3, they see the same faces. And I want people to see the diversity that is really in this thing and winning very well. We are disrupting something really important right now, right? And Zoratopia was like one of the most diverse spaces I've ever been to that cared about so much, right? There was like art everywhere. And then there was these amazing Web3 performers, like focused only on Web3 performers, right? And then it was food and drink and all the things, but everybody just felt at home. And that was like what I want people to get out of Zoratopia. Like they have a home here and they could be themselves here. Yeah, I mean, in a couple of years, I'm trying to be, you know, the Web3 mainstream artist that took it there and did it independent and showed the world that this is possible. I want to prove that labels are going to just become services. They're going to show up as marketing teams and give us like exact things that we need instead of 360ing us. And that is what I'm ready for. And I'm going to be up there in the front, showing them how to do it and being that artist for them and creating dope music. What Web3 has really allowed me to do is like focus deeply on like what I want to say now and give to the world and put the energy that I want to put into it without feeling boxed in. Like, I don't feel like I have to be like every other woman rapper anymore. I could be my fullest self and say what I need to, and people love it. And I'm very grateful for that. I really think that Web3 has completely shifted my existence. I was like a struggling artist trying to figure this thing out. And when I got here, I felt like something was healing within me. And I think that's the most powerful part of this, that we're finding wellness for artists again. And I know people are super scared and skeptical and worried, but if we trust the culture in it and trust the people that are doing the right things, we're gonna go in the right direction.